When your thoughts on that performance from your players tonight?
A really tough game. A team had defend in a high pressing man to man, and after when you are break this press, they defend so deep, but so deep, so compact, no spaces between the strikers and midfield players, the back five, and they allow you to go out and make a crosses. But in that situation, we are not a strong team. Question of be patient, don't do any mistakes, and thanks to John Stones and read perfectly the movement we should do to break a little bit the lines, and a good action from Raheem for the penalty, and the second one in the second half was much better. So yeah, really important victory. We knew today would be a tough game.
And games are starting to run out. The last time you beat Brentford home and away, you won the league title as a club, albeit in 1937, but that must be a good omen for you.
Sorry, I didn't understand.
I said the last time you beat Brentford home and away, you won the league title, even though it was in 1937, but a good omen nonetheless.
37. We beat them too. They were the league. Yeah. Hopefully we can do again.
Thanks, Pep.
You were not born in that age, so
I look good for it. Thank you.
Simon Stone.
Hi, Pep. Well done. Just on John Stones, how confident were you that he was going to be able to play that position? Because it did seem a little bit complicated.
He played against Leeds in that position, was brilliant, and today was more than brilliant. So today was the most important player that we have to understand what happened. Of course, in the final third, Joao was brilliant too. But John, he played really well against Leeds, playing to the back four. Build up with four, and today build up was more three, and it was perfect. So he can play in both positions. He convinced me. He knows it. He pay attention. He's so clever, strong in the air, and the build up is brilliant. How he commit, he drive with the ball. He was really good.
How much work do you have to do on the training ground before you look at someone like Stones and think he can do that job?
Why you figure out the quality than the players they have, and what we need specific for special movement. So the space was in this position, and John and Jaime, they are really good creating these spaces, this first pass to create the other one. Unfortunately, we could not shift, especially in the first half, left to right to left more often and be more aggressive in that position. But we have to think about it. So when the teams play in these ways, it's so difficult, it's so complicated. So when we play there, we knew it today, but we were patient enough. We didn't do mistakes, and that's why we won again.
Simon, let's see if you can get a Zoom question out, Stuart Brennan.
Hi, Pep. Hi, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Riyad Mahrez got 7 penalties on the trot now, but he went more than 2 years without taking one, and you missed a lot of penalties in that time. Is there a reason you didn't go back to him? I know he missed one at Anfield. It was a bad miss. Was there a reason that he didn't take any in those 2 years?
No, for it was Sergio, was another players. I don't know. So I never pushed the players to take responsibility. This one or this one, they have to feel it. But now Riyad is a guarantee. So he's so clever. He can he can shoot in both sides and effectively because he's strong to the corners. Yeah, he's taking really well. So today was a little bit more. No more decisive in the final third because it's so difficult. It's so difficult to be constant in the way they play.
Do you think he was affected by that Anfield miss? Because he obviously didn't push himself forward for penalties.
No, in Anfield he hit the penalty in a different way, but it was a long time ago. So it's a long time ago. He has the personality. Riyad, the special quality that he has is that. It's no scary, no fear. So it doesn't matter what happened. He take it. It doesn't matter. The previous action has not been good. It's positive for the next one. It's a huge competitor. And today was not good in 1-against-1, 1-against-2 was not because it's so difficult. I understand the players today. It's so difficult to play against these sides, and we learned for the years. It's not in the first season. I remember this type of games. We became nervous, anxious, and it was completely the opposite. So it's not make faults. I said it's better they make an extra pass than provoke a free kick or corner or throw-in. And we did it really well, except one action from Joao the first half and one the second from Ruben. The rest, we didn't concede faults and be patient. We didn't concede much actions. We defended really well back four, and we were patient enough. After 20-25 minutes, we increased our rhythm. We was much better thanks to John Stones. We could drive the ball perfectly to Notgar, and the second half was much better from the beginning.
Mike Monet.
Hi, Pep. Just staying with Mahrez, I think that's 7 games in a row he's now scored in. In November, you had Bernardo hitting the goals. December, it was Sterling. Now it's Mahrez. Is that the way it's just got to be? You just capitalise on who's in form at the right time?
Yeah, and Kevin is scoring a lot of goals this season too, and important ones in Anfield and in Chelsea today. So, yeah, we don't have a proper striker, and we need players. And Gundogan lately didn't play much, but last game against Fulham played and scored again. So we have enough players to get to the box in the right tempo, right time, and score goals.
And Thomas Franks just said it there. Other pundits say it as well. The phrase, Manchester City are the best team in the world right now. Do you believe that?
No.
Why not?
Because no, we are not the best team in the world. The best team is Chelsea. We won the Europa League, Champions European, and the best team is River Plate because we won in South America. So I think so. Or no, maybe one River. I don't know. So, and this is, see, the opinion, who is the best, the best. The important is tomorrow we won the game, and in 3 days we go to Norwich and we have to win the game. So this kind of thing, we are the best, we're not the best, I don't care. We want to be happy and try to play better every day. And at the end, we will see. So we are in a good position, 60 points in that moment. So we have a lot of distance with the 5th to qualify for the Champions League next season, because this is the most important target in the Premier League. And try to arrive in the last games fighting for the Premier League. This is what I want to do. And now we spoke with the players. Eat, rest, and training. Eat, rest, and training, because in 3 days we have another one away, another one and travel to Portugal and play Champions League, and everyone has to be ready.
Thank you, Mike. Paul Hurst.
Hi, Pep. Just coming back to Riyad, how often does he practice penalties?
Well, not much. Sometimes he did it when the weather condition is good. Unfortunately, it doesn't happen much here. Stay after the training session and practice a little bit the take. But it's good because he can shoot in both sides. There are players that shoot all the time in the same side, and he is able to do in both.
And is he just the only one who practices, or is it a few players who practice them as well?
No. Of course, he has to practice, and the other ones practice. But the penalty, especially, is mentality and good speed of the contact with contact with the ball. But especially mentality is no one negative thought, one decision, and pretty convinced to do it. And Riyad is doing it really well.
Thank you, Paul. Rob Dawson.
Hi, Pep. You've been in the league a long time now, and opposing managers study you and they study your team. How satisfying is it that you can continue to find solutions and win games so consistently after so long in the league?
Yeah, really well, and especially when we drop points like what happened in Southampton, or we were out in the Carabao Cup against West Ham. Even in that position, we can recognize the team. We are who we are. So the team with Southampton we played today, look what happened again away against the Spurs. We were really well. So we created a lot of chances. Unfortunately, we couldn't score, but we played really, really, really well. So, and I said many times, when I'm more impressed for the team is after winning, in the last, I think, 4 years, 3 Premier Leagues, still we have the desire in every game do our job. Normally, when you are big compliments, big praise about, how good you are, like the people, you are the best team in the world, and these kind of stupid things. So you can be confused. And the reality is we go against Fulham and we take incredible seriously. And we approach knowing that is the first in the championship with 6, 7, or 8 points clear for the second one, with one game less, and we go there. And know how many teams in the Championship knock out to the teams in the Premier League. And after winning a lot of titles, because not just Premier Leagues, Carabao Cups, FA Cups, runner-up for the Champions League, there's a big success, but still we are there. We are humble enough to play every game and do it. And knowing that the game today will have been completely different, the Fulham game. The approach the Fulham play is completely different. But they decide to play in that way, you have to break them. How? The way we did it. Like the same way we did it when we played there. We are not a team in transition. We are not a team to arrive in the corners and crosses and we have incredible 3 headers to arrive in that position. We attack in different way. And when they defend in that way, it's so difficult. It's so complicated because there are literally no spaces. Because if you are on top and said 5 players in their 10-yard box, 3 players in front, 2 players in front, like the distance is 10 meters, 15 meters. Where are the space? A little bit outside. They shift, no space. That we have to be patient and make some movements that we practiced yesterday, we talked yesterday, and John Stones understood perfectly. Thanks to him, we could start to smell that we could create a little bit more chances. So that's why I'm impressed, I'm happy, but in the same time, we are just in February, and we have to continue. And now it's in 3 days again, and 3 days again, but with this spirit and everyone commit what do they have to do, we can think that at the end we're going to arrive until the end of the season, hopefully fighting for the titles.
Thank you, guys.